Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Taungsdays. Am I right? Right here on the Fan Force Alliance channel. We'll also go ahead and broadcast this special episode across on my Joby One channels as well. As today we are featuring Jeffrey Alvord's photo challenge for July. And it was a good one. We had a lot of good entries, a lot of good photos. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting into that, which we will do here momentarily. So stick with me for another great episode of Taungsdays. Am I right? Right here on the Fan Force Alliance channel. So tune in and let's go. And as I said, we are taking a look at some entries from Jeffrey Alvord's photo challenge over in the Hip-Hop Jedi group on Facebook. So if you're following us on Facebook and showing love in the group and hanging out with us on a regular, we really appreciate you. It means a whole lot to us. And yeah, we really thank you for that. And for everybody who jumps in, in the comments and, is always sharing posts or sharing their collection or their thoughts on stuff regarding the Star Wars franchise. It is so huge and we really appreciate it. And it gives us a lot of things to talk about on the show, on the Light of the Jedi podcast, here on Taungsdays, Am I Right? And on some other upcoming projects that we've got coming up as well. So definitely tune in because we've got some fun shows and some fun stuff coming up soon. Okay. And in the meantime, you can always count on your boy Joby One to be dropping some cool figures or, again, my thoughts on things. And every Wednesday, just about having this show to pop into, whether it be to, taking a break in your workday or at the end of your workday, or maybe you check it out on Thursday mornings when you're getting ready. And usually this is a pretty short video, usually about 10 minutes or so. We may go a little bit longer than that today because we're doing just a slightly different format, as you can see. But I wanted to set it up here on the laptop so we could show off everybody's photos. But just to start it off, we're going to take a look at our photo challenge runner, Jeffrey Alvord's selections. So let's take a look real quick. And I loved his choices here. This was a great photo. And, he's using a lot of like retro style or the vintage collection style 3 3/4 inch figures. So it's always fun to see his photos. And then here is another one. And I just picked two of my favorites. So again, big thanks to Jeffrey Alvord for doing this challenge for us in the group every month. And it is so fun. And this month has really been fun. The first few challenges were kind of like light, but this one people really got in on. So those were some example photos from Jeffrey Alvord's challenge post. And yeah, now we're going to go ahead and get into it and take a look at some of these photos. And we're going to start off with a couple from the Jedi twins. Some of my fellow Fan Force Alliance members and contributors. But here we have Delta Squad. You see Scorch and the rest of the gang, Boss, Sev. And that is a great photo. And they also submitted this one. So another great photo by the Jedi twins. Taking a look at some of the 501st with Anakin and Ahsoka. So great pictures there. So big shout out to the Jedi twins, y'all. Great pictures, great entries indeed. And I appreciate you guys for participating. It means a lot. And one of my favorite entries in this was by one of my followers. It's, very well-known Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Nihilus core. And here you see he's got his we all know Darth Nihilus is the hungriest Sith in history. And here he is with the biggest Cheez-It ever created. And commercially available. So, but I have to say, this is one of my favorite entries. Big shout out to Darth Nihilus Core on Facebook. Always a great time interacting with you, man, your page. And we really appreciate you, fam, for participating and for joining in. And I really hope you'll join in on some more and get some more creative action in with your Darth Nihilus figures or maybe other figures. You know, it is kind of strange, you know, to own yourself as an action figure, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, Darth Nihilus Core, I appreciate your free entry. I really like this photo. It really had me laughing. And you know, the world can use a little more laughter, that's for sure. Okay. So next up, longtime follower and group member Marco with a really cool entry from the trash compactor scene from A New Hope. And I'm not sure exactly what this is. It was like bookends or something, but in any case, it is super cool. A neat set, and I mean, just looks great. I think it would look great on any shelf, and definitely is a worthy addition to the photo challenge. So we appreciate you for throwing that in there, Marco. You're the man. Thanks for always participating and showing love in the group. It means a lot to us. And the next one up is from our very own Jedi Rogar, aka Rob. If you know Robert Pearson in the group, then you know he's always posting some cool stuff. Does a lot of cosplay and 3D printing and that sort of thing, which, you know, if you ever need anything like that, just hit up Rob. He can at least consult with you. If not, you know, point you in the right direction and or supply your needs directly. So, but here we have some photos of the Acolyte gang. You take a good look here. And we'll take another look here. And I love this picture. Rob's always got some great photos going for us. So that is wonderful. So to Rob, again, I appreciate you for your entries. I honestly, I might have got mixed up. These might not even be the right photos, man. And I apologize. But in any case, I love these pictures and they look great. So if I didn't get the intended pictures, I apologize. But these things look great, man. So I appreciate you. We'll just flip back to this one. And this one. Again, great photos by Rob, aka Jedi Rogar. Thank you very much for participating in the photo challenge this month, man. It means a lot. And hopefully we'll get you an entry in next month, too. We'll have to see what Jeffrey does for the August photo challenge. And up next, we have another great entry from our very own Anakin Crespin, the guy in the chair, our ever faithful coordinator, the guy that kind of keeps us going and making sure that things are going properly and organizing our schedules. Man, the guy is the man. But a great entry from him. I mean, I love this photo. He's got the comic in the background too. I mean, such a great picture. And we really appreciate you for giving us this one, man. This was a great entry. And I appreciate you for sending this over to me. And we hope that you'll join in next month's figure challenge as well. And like I said, we'll have to see what Jeffrey comes up with for us, because it's always fun. Every time. It's always a great idea, a great concept. So we appreciate you, Anakin, for dropping that in there for us. And another great entry to the photo figure challenge this month. And we have one more special entry So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Okay, and for our last entry is from Anakin Crespin's little bro, Ronnie. So, Ronnie, we appreciate you for participating in this month's figure challenge. And I really like this picture and this concept, man. So, great job. Great eye. Let's take a look at the Droideka with its 3 3/4 inch counterpart. Or no. Yeah. But in any case, this is a great picture. It's a great idea. And I really appreciate you for turning that in for us. And I really hope, Ronnie, that you'll join in next month's figure challenge as well. Because I know that you've got a taste for these collectibles just like your brother Anakin and just like your homie Joby-Wan right here, the Hip-Hop Jedi Master. So you're in good company, my friend, and I really appreciate you for entering in the photo challenge this month. And just know we got, month of August is literally right around the corner. So we will have another photo challenge coming up. And keep in mind that we do have a Light of the Jedi podcast. We are taking a slight break after the Acolyte, but we will be gathering together again soon to bring you a new episode. And Anakin and I will be kind of talking over some concepts for the next few episodes. And we already have some stuff in the works. So definitely tune in for that. Don't want to miss Light of the Jedi for sure. And I have some special episodes of Taungsdays, Am I Right? And maybe some bonus shows coming up. I'm going to be talking to the label owner for the label that I make music under. I'm going to bring in Mr. Lloyd, and we're going to talk about his favorite nerd franchises and how it influences, his music and stuff like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then also I'm going to be bringing in basically my prototype example of nerddom. And that would be my pops. My dad is a longtime Star Wars and Star Trek fan and a Marvel fan from way back. And I want to get his take on experiencing Star Wars coming out in the theaters and what it was like in the news and like what the time was like. And my dad looks a little bit like George Lucas, and I've never seen them in the room at the same time. So there is that as well. So we might be able to see, who knows? I'll let you guys be the judge. Some people say Jerry Garcia, some people say George Lucas. He's just dad to me. No. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you for joining me on this week's episode of Taungsdays. Am I right? Now I'll be bringing you another episode here every week. Mostly, and sometimes maybe a little bit late. And if I miss a week, I usually try to bring you a longer episode the next week to make up for it. So, but anyways, guys, continue to tune in here, show love, show your support by dropping comments, subscribing, liking the video. Keeping the conversation going in the comments is so big. Hitting that share button is so big. Subscribing here to the Fan Force Alliance channel, to the Joby-Wan channel, and all of the Fan Force Alliance members' channels. It's so impactful, and it makes such a big difference to all of us. And it helps motivate us to keep bringing new stuff and to kind of innovate. And yeah, man. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I do appreciate you guys for joining in. It means a lot to me. And hope you guys look forward to next week, just like I do. So from the Joby-Wan Studios right here in Galveston Island, Texas, it's your boy Joby-Wan signing off. Much love. May the force be with you. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.